Do. Well, yes, I'm just starting my live stream, and at exactly the same time, someone decides to start doing their gardening with a very noisy piece of garden equipment. So isn't that great? I love this. I don't know why. It would appear that people hide around the corner waiting for me to start my live stream so they can interrupt it with their garden appliances and their very noisy tools. So here we go then. I hope you can see me and hear me all right, because I'm trying something a little different today. I'm using the new layout for YouTube live streaming, and so far it seems okay, even though I've already noticed that there are no live subtitles. So this is something I'm rather annoyed about. Now normally there are live captions, but today there aren't any because I'm using a different system, which is rather annoying. So thank you very much, YouTube, for taking away my lovely live subtitles. Well, this was going really well, but suddenly everything isn't going quite so well. So hello everybody, good afternoon. It is now just after midday here in the UK. In fact, 7 minutes past the hour of midday, just after lunchtime. And here I am once again. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I really hope so. Are you happy? Well, are you happy? I hope so as well. Here we are then. It is a Saturday afternoon here in the UK. I don't know what time it is where you are because I'm not there, you see. I feel very excited, very happy for two reasons. One, I'm here with you. And the other reason why I'm very happy is, well, I can't tell you, to be honest. But there is another reason why I'm feeling very happy today. But I can't tell you what it is. I suppose there is a third reason why I'm happy today, and that's because there is cottage pie for lunch. We are having cottage pie for our lunch when we go into town a little bit later on. So here we go then. Oh, hello there. Here we go with the live chat. I wonder who was first on the live chat today. Well, first, can I apologise because it would appear that there are no live subtitles. I'm very disappointed about that because in the past YouTube has always given me live subtitles. Well, certainly for the past 2 or 3 months, but suddenly they've disappeared again. So thank you very much, YouTube, for taking away my lovely live subtitles. So that's annoying, isn't it? That's really annoying. I can't tell you how annoyed I feel about that. So, hello to Julie G. You are first on the live stream today, so I suppose I should give you a round of applause. A super duper round of applause for you. Oh, it's really looking like autumn at the moment. Many of the farmers at the moment are harvesting their crops. Shall we have a look at something I filmed yesterday? So there you can see in the distance, you can see a farmer driving around his field in his tractor, and there it is, a very typical harvest season view looking out over the landscape. I'm really disappointed. Can I tell you how disappointed I feel about YouTube not giving me live captions? I don't know where they've gone, for which I apologise profusely. And today, this is the view right now. So this is the live view, looking into the distance, and can you see there are some cows having a little sleep on the ground? And they're looking over towards Shrewsbury, and you can see another field which has recently been harvested. I don't know why today it would appear that lots of people have decided to come out and make lots of noise in their gardens. So I was hoping that everything would be quiet, but it would appear that it's not so. So can I apologise once again for the fact that there are no live captions? There should be. But as I explained a few minutes ago, I'm actually using a new system on YouTube. So this is the new system for live streaming, and it would appear that their new system doesn't allow you to have live captions. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. I will be writing a strongly worded email to YouTube later on to complain about it. So congratulations to Julie. You are first here on the live stream today. Akinator is here as well. Hello, Akinator. Nice to see you here on the live chat. Mariusz Stroker is here as well, watching in Poland. MDW Pro Enterprise says, hello, Mr. Duncan from Indonesia. A big hello to Indonesia. Life Coach says hi. Hello to you as well. Hi, Mika. Mika is here as well on the live stream, watching in Japan. We have people watching from all around the world. From the other side of the planet, right here in the UK. Is it still the UK? Are we still the UK? Are we still called the UK? I don't know what we're called at the moment. It is my first time attending the live stream because I always saw it being recorded, but I've never joined live. Hello, Sita La, hello to you, and it's nice to see you here today. And welcome to the live chat. And if it is your first time, well, I suppose I should give you a round of applause. And shall we have some fireworks as well? Okay, here come some fireworks as well as a way of saying welcome to my live stream. If it is your first time here today, please let me know, and I might give you something special, maybe a round of applause or maybe some more fireworks. Hello also to Pachu. Hello Pachu, where are you watching at the moment? Is it your first time here? Thomas is here as well. Hello Mr. Duncan, it's a windy day today. Here it's not too bad. Here it isn't very windy today. So for the past 2 days it has been very windy. Did you see me on Thursday? I was actually out taking a walk on Thursday, and I decided to do a live stream during my walk. So I was standing on a hill, a special place called Wenlock Edge, in the area where I live, and I actually did a live stream in the wind. It was so windy. Hello also to Sukania. Hello Sukania, nice to see you here as well. It would appear that there are a lot of people watching at the moment. Belarusia is here. Hello to you as well, nice to see you here. Oh, how much I love to sleep on a Saturday morning, but I am awake, Mr. Duncan, because of you. Because of you. So it's my fault that you are awake early today. I'm very sorry about that. October. That is next month, by the way. October is a special month for me because I will be celebrating my 13th year on YouTube. Can you believe it? I've been doing this for nearly 13 years. I started making my videos way back in 2006 when YouTube was just a little baby crawling around, and now look what YouTube has become. No comment. So I have been doing this for nearly 13 years. Next month I'm celebrating my 13th anniversary. I also have something very special happening next month. I want to tell you, I really want to tell you so much what is happening next month. So I'm doing something special for the month of October. Also next month, I'm thinking of growing a beard. a lot of people have said, Mr. Duncan, we think you would look nice with a beard. So I'm thinking of growing a beard. So on my YouTube channel at the moment, I'm actually running a poll. There is a poll taking place. And the question is, should I grow a beard in October? And there you can see already we've had quite a lot of people voting. So at the moment, it is 69% say yes, Mr. Duncan, you should grow a beard. And no, 31%. So 69% say yes, Mr. Duncan, you should grow a beard. And 31% say no, Mr. Duncan, you shouldn't grow a beard. So what do you think? Would you like me to grow a beard in October? During the month of October, I will be with you, of course, as usual on YouTube. However, I have something very special planned for next month. Hello also to Salma. Hello Salma, nice to see you here as well. Grace, hello Grace Chin. I will say hello. I will say Grace. Welcome. Welcome. Connell is here as well. Thanks for joining me today. Of course, don't forget, you can catch me every weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm here today, but I'm also here tomorrow as well. So on Saturday, 12 midday, that is just after lunchtime, just after lunch UK time, and on Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time, so 2 o'clock UK time, that is in the afternoon. However, you must check the time differences. And every Wednesday, full English lessons are posted. And there was a new one posted last week, even though YouTube decided not to tell anyone. Virtually no one knew that there was a new lesson last week. I don't know why. I don't know what is happening with YouTube at the moment. They are driving me crazy. And if you want to stay in touch, you can get in touch and stay in touch with me on Facebook. Also, you can email me. And if you want to make a donation, you can. Thank you very much to Loretta for your lovely donation a couple of days ago. So if you want to make a donation, large or small, maybe you've just won the lottery. Ooh, you can send some of that my way. And then I will be able to teach you live on YouTube forever and ever and ever. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Is it a good idea? I don't know, really. I don't know. Maybe some people will think it's a great idea, whilst others will think, no, Mr. Duncan, it's a terrible idea because we can't stand you. Hibba, we miss you. We missed you yesterday. I saw your video on YouTube to learn English. You are the best and my favourite teacher. Thank you, Hibba. That's very kind of you to say. I always love reading your messages, so don't be shy. Send a message, an email, or maybe a comment on one of my videos. You are more than welcome to do so. Tomac. Congratulations to Julie from Tomac, who says, well done. Yes, this is my third live stream this week because I was with you on Wednesday and Thursday and also today. And don't forget, I will be live right here tomorrow as well from 2 p.m. UK time. Hello also to Tias. Hello Tias. Watching also in Indonesia. It would appear that I have a lot of people watching in that part of the world. JC Geordie, hello Mr. Duncan, nice to see you again. A few people have asked, Mr. Duncan, what is happening in the UK? We have been watching the news, and it would appear that things are pretty chaotic in the UK. What is happening there? Well, yes, you are right. Certainly from a political point of view, things are a little bit crazy at the moment. You may have seen in the news there are lots of things going on, a lot of turbulent times as far as British politics is concerned. So yes. And the reason for that is... Do you need me to tell you what the reason is? I'm sure you know what the reason is already. I hope there will be subtitles later on. There will be subtitles later on, but I don't know why. Today there are no live captions. So normally there are captions during the live stream, but YouTube has a new system now, and it would appear that they don't give you live captions, which is rather annoying, don't you think? It's a little bit annoying. Hi Julie, how are you? Says Alamgir. Oh, that's nice. I love it when people send messages to each other. I think that's very nice. I love how humorous you are and the way you talk. Your accent is amazing. Thank you, Sita, or Sita. You are welcome. No problem. Have you read my email? I sent you an email last weekend, says Hiba. Hiba. I'm not sure. Did I see your email? Maybe you can remind me what it was about, because I'm not sure if I saw it or not. I do get a lot of messages during the week. I get around 100 messages each week through email, through YouTube. So I do get a lot of messages that I have to read, and sometimes I don't see all of them, or sometimes I don't have the chance to actually reply to all of them. It feels as if autumn is approaching around me. Yes, here as well. Here it's really starting to look like autumn. Look at that. A beautiful harvest view looking into the distance. Everything is looking rather nice at the moment as the farmers gather their crops. They are bringing in the crops. And there another view looking out live at this very moment. So the weather today, the weather isn't too bad, to be honest. The weather is quite nice at the moment. We are having a rather lovely day. Not much sunshine, but at least it isn't raining. At least it's not raining. Usha says, hello Mr. Duncan, nice to see you here. How are you today? We are going about money. Please tell me how to live happily in this world if we don't have money. Well, money is not always the answer to your question. Money is not always the route or the road to happiness. So I can probably mention many stories about people who have won a lot of money, but their lives haven't improved. In fact, in some cases, their lives have actually been destroyed by having a lot of money. Can you talk about the different accents in the UK? Well, there are many different accents in the UK. It depends where you go. So if you go down south, you will hear different accents. If you come up to the Midlands, the middle part of England, or the middle part of the UK, you will hear different accents. And then if you go north, you will also hear different accents as well. So it depends where you are in the UK. I would say that there are many different accents here in the UK. Alamgir says hello to Mika. Isn't that lovely? Hello also to Alamgir, who is saying hello to everyone. Alamgir is being very friendly today. Isn't that lovely? Hello also to Kamal. Hello Kamal. Hello Mr. Duncan from Livron-sur-Drôme, or Drôme in France. Oh, very nice. Hello Kamal, and a big bonjour to you watching in France. Oh, it looks as if the sun is trying to come out. Isn't that nice? Hello also to Sandeep. Hello Sandeep. Where are you watching at the moment? I love it when you tell me. Oh, Mr. Duncan, you have shaved your beard. Please don't grow a beard. Well, this month I'm not planning to grow a beard, but next month I am. planning to grow a beard? Well, it depends what the result of my poll is. So there you can see at the moment, should I grow a beard in October? I am planning something very special in October, and I thought, as a way of celebrating, I could grow a beard. Because it would appear that nowadays lots of young men and older men as well like to grow beards. So should I grow a beard during October? And at the moment, yes, 69% have said yes. And also 31% have said no. Now you still have a chance to vote because the voting will continue all the way through September. So you still have a chance to vote. You have to go to my YouTube channel, go to the community area, and you will see the poll. So when you have a poll, it means you have a vote. You want people to make a decision based on a voting system. So that's what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. Should I have a beard during October? That is the big question. Kamel says, hello, Mr. Duncan, once again from France. I'm not sure if I'm getting these messages twice. Something very strange is happening here. Could you please show some English movies in the chat and explain about the movie? Well, I would love to do that, but I can't. I can't show movies in my live stream because they are copyrighted. So someone else owns the movies. So unfortunately, I can't do that. If I were to show a movie or play part of a movie, unfortunately, I would be punished by YouTube. Hello, Tomic. One of the words that I've learnt recently is amicable. Amicable. Could you please give us a few sentences with it, please? Well, amicable means a thing that both parties or both people can agree on. So something that is generally agreed on. So if two people have a discussion and maybe they disagree on something, but eventually they come to an agreement. So they come to an amicable agreement. An amicable agreement is something that both parties or both people agree on. So they make a decision to agree, and maybe they agree to disagree. So something that is amicable is something that is suitable for everyone. Something that is amicable. Amicable. You might also say friendly. You come to a friendly agreement. An amicable decision. An amicable agreement. Something that everyone is happy with. I sent an email to you because your video is the best and very useful. You deserve a lot of thanks. Thank you, Hiber. That's very kind of you. I will check my email later to see where it is. But I do get a lot of emails. I do get quite a lot of emails. That's better. Sorry about that. I had to have some water then because my throat is very dry. At the moment, many of the farmers are actually reaping. They are harvesting their fields. And because of that, the whole area around me has become very dusty. So that's the reason why my throat is a little bit dry at the moment. Because many of the farmers are harvesting their fields. And of course, when they do that, it creates a lot of dust. A lot of dust. Mr. Duncan, your accent is very clear, unlike other people. Which accent are you talking? Well, the accent I'm talking at the moment, or using, is mine. It isn't a particular accent, it's just my accent. So there are many ways of speaking, many ways of pronouncing words. So this is just my accent. I don't think it has a name. It's just clear and well pronounced. So there you go. Alamgir, Mr. Duncan, you can start growing your beard because winter is coming soon and it will help you to stay protected from the cold weather. That's a very good idea. I've always noticed that people who live in the North Pole or the South Pole, or people who venture to these very cold places, they will often grow a beard. I always thought it was because it's very hard to shave in the cold conditions. So I always thought that they would grow a beard because it's very hard to shave. Especially when it's very cold. When it's really cold. You can't shave. It's impossible. What do you think about Netflix? Asks Thomas. Would you recommend this service to students of English? Well, I'm not sure if I would recommend Netflix as a way of learning English, but if you are interested in watching movies, then maybe Netflix is an option. But of course, there are many other streaming services as well. So I'm not here to promote Netflix. You can also use Amazon and Apple TV. In fact, there are lots. Even here on YouTube, you can actually stream movies here on YouTube. But, of course, you have to pay for them. Hello to Rutam. Hello, Rutam, watching in the Middle East. Nice to see you here today. Ovgun says, I have learned a new word today, which is miscellaneous. Oh, I see. That's a great word, by the way. If something is miscellaneous, it means it doesn't belong to any particular character or any particular category. So if something doesn't belong to any particular category, we can say that it is miscellaneous. It is odd. It is something that doesn't belong in one place. It is extra. It is something that doesn't belong in a certain place. It is miscellaneous. Something that is outside the group that you are looking at. Something that is miscellaneous. It's a great word, also a very difficult word to spell as well. It's a very hard word to spell. Hello, good morning from Cannes in France. Fantastic Liz. Hello, Fantastic Liz. A big bonjour to you as well from the United Kingdom, which at the moment is still a part of Europe. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying nothing else. What a crazy week it's been here. It's been a very crazy week here in the UK. Hello, Mr. Duncan. I have a question. If someone uses resources of Cambridge Books on his YouTube channel, could it be terminated? Now, that is a very interesting question. If you are a teacher and you are teaching on YouTube, it is fair for you to use teaching material. But what you can't do is just use the material on the screen. So if you take the book and you take photographs of the book and then you put them on your video, that will probably get you into trouble. However, if you have the book in front of you and you teach from the book, so you use the book as a teaching aid for yourself as you are doing the work, then that is okay. So again, copyright is a very strange thing. So sometimes you can break the copyright rules and sometimes you might not. It depends how you do it. So yes, if you use the book yourself as you were teaching, that's okay. However, you can't reproduce the book and then put it on the screen. So you can't take screenshots or photographs of the book and then put it on the screen. That will get you into trouble. So again, copyright is a very strange subject. It really is. It's a very strange subject indeed. Not many people really understand copyright law. And of course, if you do things on YouTube, copyright is a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. People ask, Mr. Duncan, what is the worst part of doing YouTube? What is the worst part of being a publisher on YouTube? And my answer is always the same. Copyright. It is a terrible, terrible thing. It is such a difficult thing to deal with on YouTube, let me tell you. Hello, Abdo. Nice watching you after a long time because I have not been getting notifications. This is true. This is a big problem that many of my viewers have had over the past few months. In fact, the past few years. Not months, years. Mr. Duncan, we love your accent, and I think that it is British. At least that's enough. Yes, I am British. I was born in England. I am English. I live in England. So yes, my accent is English. British. Monica, hello from Argentina. Hello, Argentina. Nice to see you here as well today. I am planning to get a paperback thesaurus for studying English. It must be very helpful. Yes, definitely. I would highly recommend a thesaurus and, of course, a dictionary. Especially a dictionary which will translate from your language into English. So if you get a language dictionary, I would always suggest that you get one that translates from your own language into English, or of course sometimes you can have the other way round. My accent is not Scottish, it isn't Irish, so my accent, I suppose, is just English. It doesn't really have any strong accent. David G says, will the UK crash out of the EU without a deal? Mr. Duncan, we want to hear your thoughts on the subject. Do you really want to hear what I think? This week has been crazy. I think this week we have had a crazy week as far as politics are concerned, because a lot of people are arguing, fighting, they are disagreeing with each other, and there is only one reason why they are disagreeing. One topic. There is only one topic that people are talking about. Can you guess what it is? I'm sure you know. Tan Chang Huang, could you explain how to use which and in which more accurately? Well, when we talk about which, we are normally referring to one thing with another thing. So which one? So maybe you are talking about making a selection. Which one would you like? So it is always subjective. You are talking about another thing. So when we say in which, again, it is a topic which is subjective, or maybe a topic that involves some form of action. So which is always subjective, always subjective. So there is a thing that you have to choose, or a thing that you have to talk about. The thing in question, the thing in which you are talking about. Oh, hi from Thailand. Hello, Sumtika. I like your name, by the way. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Duncan, for explaining amicable. Do farmers in the UK celebrate the end of the harvest season? Do they get together and have a feast? I'm not quite sure. in the past, we would always have a harvest festival. So many villages, many towns would hold a special festival at the end of the harvest season. But I'm not sure nowadays if it still happens. I must be honest with you. I don't know if it still takes place. So yes, many years ago we used to have harvest festivals. But I'm not sure if we still do it now. I don't know many farmers. Sometimes farmers can be very, very rude. Last year, well, in fact, no, not last year. About 3 years ago, I was actually filming near someone's field. And they actually came out and they told me off. They were really angry with me. And I'm always a bit scared of farmers. Do you know why? Do you know why I'm afraid of farmers? There is one reason why I'm afraid of farmers. And that's the fact that most of them have guns. So that's one reason why I'm afraid of farmers. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How to live happily if we have no money? Well, I'm not sure how to answer that question, because there are people that I've met who have little money, who are happy, and I've met people who have a lot of money and are unhappy. So I suppose it's all down to attitude. It is all down to the way you view yourself. Mr. Duncan, can you recommend some good English books? Well, there are many great English books around. Cambridge produced some very good textbooks for all levels of English. So there are many, but I'm not going to start recommending books because then people will think I'm advertising. I got into trouble doing that before. Never again. Hello also to... Hello Pachu. Mr. Duncan, please tell us about Connected Speak, because it's very useful for non-native speakers to understand. How can we understand native speakers when they speak fast? Well, of course, when a person is using their own language, quite often they will become very relaxed doing it. And sometimes the words will flow into each other. They will flow into each other. I suppose at the end of certain words, the sound used might not be the sound that you are supposed to use. So connected speech is all about words that have certain pronunciation, but when they're used together, they flow into each other. It's rather like pouring water over your head. So if you pour a bucket of water over your head, the water will flow all over you. It's a little bit like the words coming out when you are speaking your native language. I like the views of your field. I love it when you film in the fields. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. I will be going soon. It's only a short one today, but I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. So I am back tomorrow, as you can see there now on the screen. Just there. There it is. Beep, 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 beep. Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. I am back tomorrow. And you can get in touch with me on Facebook, email, and you can also make a donation as well to help my work continue forever and ever and ever. I really miss watching you in the live stream, Mr. Duncan. I've already finished my exam. Hello, Sally. Which exam is that? Is it something that you were successful with? Did you do very well? Have you had your results yet? I hope you did well. Hello to all the beautiful people around the world, says Fantastic Liz. Hello, Fantastic Liz. And thank you for saying hello to everyone. Isn't technology amazing? It really is. Hello to Mr. Duncan and everyone. Sorry, but I can't stay with you on the live chat. Oh, I think Anna is very busy today. I think Anna has a very busy weekend. ahead of her. Okay, Monica, thank you, Mr. Duncan from Argentina. I enjoy hearing you. Thank you very much. So when we talk about connected speech, we are talking about the way in which words flow. And quite often when you are speaking quickly or fast, you will find that words flow into each other. And sometimes maybe part of the word will be missing. And sometimes words will form a new word. Even though these words don't actually exist, you will find sometimes when a person is talking, the words will join, they will flow into each other. And again, certain accents do this more than other accents. Mr. Duncan, how are you? I hope you are doing well. How is Steve? Steve is great, thank you very much. Mr. Duncan, what does it mean when you say RP? RP means received pronunciation. So a lot of people say it is like the Queen's English. So when you hear the Queen talking, sometimes, her accent is often described as received pronunciation. It is a very clear, very concise, a very crisp and easy to understand form of English. And a lot of people say, Mr. Duncan, we think your English accent is RP. But I do have an accent. So my accent is kind of Midlands. So I live in the Midlands area, and that is where I was raised. So I was raised in the Midlands, and my accent is Midlands. So I do have an accent, even though people say that I don't have one. I do. I definitely have an accent. Thank you from Morocco, says Salma. You are welcome. I am back tomorrow. Pachu says received pronunciation is often heard on the BBC. Well, I suppose 40 or 50 years ago, you would always hear received pronunciation on the BBC. However, nowadays, you will hear lots of regional accents. You will hear lots of people talking with regional accents. So not always received pronunciation. Not always. Mr. Duncan, is it correct to say I enjoy hearing you or I enjoy listening to you? The second is much better. So I enjoy listening to you. I enjoy listening to you. So the action is listening. So you enjoy listening to me. However, you can also say I enjoy hearing your stories. I enjoy hearing you talk about English. So in fact, both are okay. But more often than not, you will hear people say listen. You will hear people say, I enjoy listening to you speak English. I enjoy listening to you. I enjoy listening to Adele. I enjoy listening to Lady Gaga. I enjoy listening to BTS. Ooh, behind the scenes. Do you know, Mr. Duncan, I think people are much more individualist than they were in the past. New technology is a good thing, but also it has a bad thing as well. Thank you, Luis. Luis Mendez is here. I think nowadays, and this is something that many people are debating at the moment, is the effect of technology on society. So some people believe that society has become more insular and divided because of technology. And I think the reason for that is because people think that it's much easier to express your opinions, which is true, because you can go onto Twitter and you can type and you can write anything you want. And maybe that has given people too much freedom to express how they feel. And quite often there are no consequences. No consequences either. I don't know how to use the words feature and featured. Well, something that featured something, featured is always past tense. So if it has featured, it has already happened. Feature, of course, is the action. So you feature something, you display something, you talk about something. You have a certain topic that you talk about. So you might feature a certain subject. You might feature or show something. So quite often the word show and feature can be used in the same way. Hello, Sally. Yes, Mr. Duncan, it is a university exam that I'm studying. Economics. Ooh, a very interesting subject, especially at the moment. A lot of people are talking about economics. I have listened to the Queen, and she has a very strong accent. However, she does talk in a very precise way. Hello, my name is the Queen. And last week I sat down with Boris Johnson and we had a cup of tea together. Can you guess what we talked about? That's all I'm saying. I will be back tomorrow, don't worry. I will be back tomorrow. I am going in a minute. So I will be back tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time. Hopefully I will work out why there are no live captions. I must be honest with you, I am rather annoyed about that. I'm slightly annoyed because quite a few people enjoy using the live captions. However, don't worry, later on this live stream will have live captions later on. So there will be live captions even though they are not appearing right now, but there will be live stream captions coming later on. We have cottage pie today. Ooh, yes, Mr. Steve and I are about to go into town to have some lunch. And I'm going now. It's time to say goodbye. Wow, 50 minutes went by so quickly, don't you think? Have a nice trip into town. Thank you, Tan Chang. That's very kind of you. I will see you tomorrow from 2 p.m. UK time, and of course, if you want to join me tomorrow, you're more than welcome to do so, but if you can't make it, don't worry, you can always watch my live streams again later, and quite often there will be captions. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching today. It is very nice to see you all here, as usual. And of course, until tomorrow, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Ta-ta for now.